This is Kelsey from Briar Farm. Today I am making dill pickles, specifically an old-fashioned recipe for sun pickles. So we've got a lot of fresh little pickling cucumbers from the garden. I'm washing them up, getting them good and clean, and I like to cut the ends off, just a little sliver off the end to help the pickles soak up the brine. Another thing that my recipe calls for, that a lot of people I think don't often use, are grape leaves. I put grape leaves in with my pickles and they help make the pickles stay crisp and crunchy rather than getting soft and mushy like pickles tend to do consumption. So instead of alum to keep pickles crisp, I use grape leaves. And since this is ultimately a refrigerator pickle recipe, not a canning or long-term shelf-stable storage pickle, they don't get mushy anyways, so I don't think the alum is necessary. So right now I'm getting my pickles all washed up. I'm cutting off the ends like this, so you see just the very top and bottom I've removed. And then I like to layer my pickle jars kind of like a lasagna. I like to start on the bottom with some grape leaves Finley and I picked this morning in the garden. And washed them up. And I'll just tuck these down here. I'll do like maybe only 4 grape leaves for a whole jar of pickles. It's not a ton. I also like that the grape leaves kind of hug the dill and the garlic into where the pickles are, so they keep their flavor together. A couple cloves of garlic in the bottom, some fresh dill heads, so I'll put one down here, and then I'm going to layer some pickles in about halfway up. Repeat with another layer of grape leaves, dill, and garlic, and then up to the top, and then I'll top the whole jar off with grape leaf, dill, and garlic. So you can watch as I go.
Oh my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. And with the
Alright, time for that middle layer. Grape leaf. Dill. Garlic.
Don't worry about the cold just yet. The trees haven't started to shed. Just feel the summer sun as it warms.
I ran out of little pickles, so we'll just do some hamburger slices to fill in the space at the very top of this jar. Alright, now for the very top we'll do a little more dill. And I happen to have a couple extras, so I'm just gonna jam those in there. Some garlic. And one last grape leaf. Now, to make the brine. For the brine, I'm gonna make a big pot with kosher salt, white vinegar, water, and that's going to be the brine. So we'll get everything dissolved in the hot brine, pour it over the pickles, put a lid on them, and go stick them out in the sun. 1/2 gallon jar. I also made another 1/2 gallon jar. And then before I started on the 1/2 gallons, I made a 1 gallon jar. So I need brine enough for 2 gallons of pickles. Alright, so I'm heating my brine up here on the stove. It doesn't have to get boiling hot. I just want to make sure all the salt dissolves in the brine. So I'm going to add my vinegar first. I need 7 cups of vinegar. If you haven't figured out this trick yet, mason jars make excellent measuring cups. So 7 cups is all the way up here to the top line of vinegar. There's 7 cups of white vinegar. I need 1 1/3 cups of kosher salt. Cup. And 1/3. Now I need to add 12 cups of water. So that's my first 6. 12 cups of water. So I'm just gonna let this brine cook until it becomes clear. When it's clear, then I'll know that all the salt is dissolved in my brine and it's ready to pour over my pickle jars. Okay, it's been about, I don't know, 5 minutes, not long. And now you can see the brine's totally clear. All the salt's dissolved, so that's hot enough. There's no reason to bring it up to boiling. So now I'm gonna pour it over the pickles. Aren't these beautiful?
They look so good.
Do they look yummy, Finn?
Yeah, they look like pickles.
They look like pickles. They don't taste like pickles yet, though.
Yeah.
But soon. So this pickle jar is actually, I went out and bought a giant jar of classic pickles just so I could have the jar. It was about the same price as buying a mason jar that size, so I figured, well, might as well get some pickles out of the deal. Okay, and now with the lids on, these guys are ready to go outside and find a sunny spot. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, and here they are, out in my favorite sun pickle spot. We have this extra front porch that nobody ever really uses, but it's south facing, so it gets sunlight all day long. So this is the spot where our sun pickles will stay for 3 days, and then after 3 days I'll stick them in the refrigerator, and then after another 3 days they'll be ready to enjoy. While we're out here, I want to show you guys my flowers. I am not the one with the green thumb around here, that's Mike, but a very generous friend gave me a whole bunch of extra stuff from her landscaping that was ready to split, and I put it in. It's all perennials and stuff that comes back on its own. It is so gorgeous. I think I put these things in 2 years ago, and they're just all finally really taking off. I planted a couple black currant bushes here someone gave us. There's a little sour cherry tree in here, so some of it's edible. This is Russian sage, which the bees are enjoying. I've been told you shouldn't eat this kind of sage, but it does smell awesome. Bee balm for our honeybees. Oh, enough of the humble brag. So that's our sun pickles are gonna hang out here for 3 days, and I'll bring you guys back in when we uncork the bottles and taste the pickles in about a week. All right, thanks for watching.